Welcome to A Flesh and Stars. Conversations and stories on the beauty, pain, and mystery of this astonishing human experience. You are alive. Did you know? One day long ago, you were born into this world. One day, hopefully many years from now, you will die. Could be tomorrow. There's no guarantees in this world. Where were you before you were born? What are you doing here? What is this world? What is going on here? These are the kinds of thoughts that have swirled around my head since I was a little boy. If you have a deep curiosity about life, and if you like people, then I think you'll enjoy A Flesh and Stars. My name is Mark Flaherty. I'm a consultant astrologer and lover of people and their stories. This podcast contains two distinct kinds of episodes. Flesh, intimate conversations with remarkable people whose lives and work are part of a quiet and profound reshaping of the human story. And stars, astrology, where myself and fellow astrologers share our passion for this often misunderstood mystical art. Your astrology chart describes precisely who you are and what your soul came to Earth for. People are remarkable. Have you noticed? What each and every one of us has lived through to be sitting here today is utterly astonishing. In the Flesh episodes, I'll be speaking with wise and courageous people who, through their own struggles, tribulation, and through love, are embodying new ways of being in this world, and who are playing their part in the gradual emergence of new possibilities for our collective evolution. The world needs to hear from these people now, and that is why this podcast exists. When I was 30, I developed an extreme skin condition in which most of my skin fell off. For many years, the slightest movement of my body was excruciatingly painful. My healing journey lasted over 20 years. During this time, I worked with many shamans, healers, and embodiment practitioners. These are the people whose lives and work you will hear about in this podcast. Amidst the seemingly growing insanity of the modern world, there are also new possibilities awakening from deep within the human soul. A new world is slowly emerging, and it is emerging through those dedicated individuals who are opening to and embodying more of their innate human capacities. Capacities that are uncovered and revealed to already be here, rather than something to be achieved. Perhaps in one of these conversations, you'll hear precisely the thing that you need to hear to take the next step in your own life. Coming to you from South America, Africa, the United States, and glorious Devon, England. You will be inspired and perhaps challenged by these wonderful, sincere, and imperfect human beings as we explore what it means to live a soulful life in the modern world. In addition, I'll be bringing astrology alive through personal stories from myself and other astrologers. So much of the astrology you hear and read these days is general and abstract, and as a result, it stays on the level of thought and ideas. Astrology really only comes alive in the specific and the personal. Its celestial wisdom is meant to be embodied and expressed in our actual, real human lives. Then it has power as a transformative agent in this world. We each came here with a specific mission. The mission to be ourselves, the journey we will all be on until the day we die. Astrological wisdom flows from the unseen world. It is divine guidance in potentiality. As humans, we sit at the intersection of spirit and matter. And for those willing to delve deeper into themselves, astrology offers invaluable support and clarity in the midst of this often confusing human experience. With me, you won't hear about how this next dragon supermoon is the moment you've been waiting for, when finally life stops kicking you in the arse and instead brings you some good stuff. Nor will you hear about how Mercury in retrograde is going to screw up your holiday plans next week. It probably will, but that's not what's interesting to me. It is human stories that touch us and that have the potential to change us. I'm passionate about bringing real-life events into astrological conversations to awaken our hearts and our souls to the awe and wonder and utter mesmerizing mystery and beauty of existence. So whether you have zero, a little, or a wealth of astrological knowledge, you'll find much to inspire, entertain, and challenge you here. If you have big questions about life, and if you're curious about what on earth this thing called being human is, then you're in the right place. Please subscribe so that you can be alerted whenever new episodes appear. In this podcast, we do not have all the answers, but we have some great questions. And you might just find that is much more interesting and valuable. Welcome to A Flesh and Stars.